The landscapes of Jordan are very different from other parts of the earth. About 90% of its territory are deserts and semi-deserts. The most famous of them is Wadi Rum, an amazing place untouched by time or civilization. For thousands of years, the sun and wind affected the terrain and created cliffs, arcs, wells, and canyons of various forms. When making movies about distant planets, directors chose Wadi Rum as a filming platform more often than any other part of the world. The unearthly terrain of Wadi Rum has been the background for such movies like Transformers, Red Planet, The Last Days on Mars, The Martian, and many others. In Arabic, one of the names of the desert is the Moon Valley, but best of all it illustrates Mars. Its sand and mountains are colored in different shades of red. Some ancient cultures left their trace as writings and pictures on rocks that illustrated humans and antelopes. There are about 30,000 petroglyphs on Wadi Rum rocks. The whole surface of the desert amounts to 720 square kilometers. It is 60 kilometers east from Aqaba and Eilat. The highest peak of this territory is the Jabal Umaddami mountain, 1,854 meters. On a clear day, you can see the Red Sea and the border with Saudi Arabia. The unique Wadi Rum terrain appeared as a result of a crack in the Earth's crust that moved giant plates of granite and sandstone. The soil, stones, and clay have a red color here. It is especially bright during sunset and makes the landscape extraordinary. Wadi Rum has been inhabited since the prehistoric times. Ancient authors wrote of olive and pine trees and grapes that grew here. A part of them can still be found on tops of the mountains. But nowadays this is a very harsh place with enormous temperature drops, from plus 32 Celsius in daytime to only plus 4 Celsius at night. The desert is not uninhabited. Fig trees, camel thorn, and other enduring plants grow here. Moreover, after rare winter rains, Wadi Rum is covered with hundreds of wild weeds and flowers. Some of them are used by locals as native medicine. Some part of the soil is fertile, and the Bedouins have made a living here. Their villages are surrounded with orange and olive gardens and fig groves. Wadi Rum is a part of the world's cinematography. In 1962, the movie Lawrence of Arabia was filmed here and later received an Oscar. In Wadi Rum, you can often find spiders, lizards, and snakes. But there are also hedgehogs, hares, and daemons, little desert mammals that look like rodents. One of the Wadi Rum mountains is named the Seven Pillars of Wisdom. So were called the Memoirs of Lawrence, in which there was place for describing the landscapes of the desert. In 1998, the desert was declared a protected territory, and in 2011 as the UNESCO World Heritage.